can leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason looked out. It's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless. Easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is...
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now the return, Rashad Green. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
To throw on 2nd down. Maddox. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Fournette, a first down carry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Alert, alert. Set. Green, 39. Green.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on 1st down. Maddox. Lee's got it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Maddox. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tempo. Hey, we got 3 down.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, we are set. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Maddox going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Maddox. And this is going to be incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Gun. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 12.
From the gun, here's Locke. And that's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. He's going to go for a big play now, and he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under crunch. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
A handoff to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Good job. Good stop, D. Good stop.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Powers through, fights through at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and 2, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now it's Luck. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Monday.
Back to throw, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
2 times. 4 down. Let's go.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Luck now on second down. Flushed out right. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
12.
They'll try the air now with Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Strong right. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Maddox completes it to Moncrief, left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, Maddox. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
675.
After the interception, it's Luck. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A handoff to Abdullah. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
12. Check out. Run!
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go.
Boys, we got 4 down. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Muscles him off. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Check out. Related.
13, watch 13.
Check. 12.
Luck on 1st down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
52 is the mic right here, over. 12. Go ahead. What we got?
Out of the gun, Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Maddox completes it to Lee. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down, Maddox. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Operating from the gun, Maddox caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Back to throw. Maddox. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And the Colts getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Luck. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Twisting away. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On second down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Maddox. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run left with Abdullah. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Block on third down. A dump off for Abdullah. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey. 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
3 down.
Abdullah on the counter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Get
They'll run it again with Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set! 319! 319! Slam!
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
They've got his man complete. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 68 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. To throw is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Right there, all day, baby.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No, check, Patriot. Here we go now. 319. 319. SOS.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Please be sure to visit our new Fanfare open air pavilion on the main concourse.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Off play action. Maddox. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Maddox. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Luck now to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
85 is coming. 85.
Monday.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Looking to throw. Maddox, left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And the Colts coming out now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
Here we go now.
they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's it, baby.
Number 27 on the carry.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Set. 3-19.
Again, it's Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. You got nothing to do.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Hey, check.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead?